think you know me, you don't know me well. You think you know me, you don't know me well at all. You think you know me, you don't know me well at all, at all. I take my time every day. I call my mama, she say, hey.
Let me tell you something. When you come into Bree space, it's nothing but positive, good, dope vibes, okay? No judge zone. We here, we kicking it, we chilling, we doing what we do best, kikiing. Nothing but good vibes over here. If you ain't got no good vibes over here, leave from out of here. We drink a little wine over here. We may say fuck or shit sometimes over here, a lot of times over here. This is grown folks zone, where people come over here to chill, kiki, have a good time, relax, roll up, pour up. Okay, now that we got that out the way, make sure ain't no demonic spirits in here. Make sure ain't no bad vibes, no negative vibes up in here. You see that lavender. You see that lavender. So what's up, my beautiful, 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 beautiful people? So if you've seen in the previous clips, you know that I got my hookah set up to the left of me. Let me just give you guys a gentle reminder. If you have not picked up your bottles from Cooper's Hawk, go pick them up. You probably got like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 stored up there somewhere. Go get your bottles. Sis, go get your bottle. I'm drinking one of my favorite wines from Cooper's Hawk, which is the passion fruit wine. I really think it's an acquired taste. It's a sweeter wine, but it has more of a sour undertone to it. Amber cannot do this wine, so anytime we go pick up our bottles from Cooper's Hawk, she just makes sure she gives me one of my favorites to myself, which is my passion fruit. But fall is right around the corner. It is creeping. I can feel it. I can feel the transition in myself. I'm just ready for fall, sis. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate dressing for the summer. I'm ready to layer up. I'm ready to get my hobo chic style popping, hobo chic, meaning aka homeless chic. I feel like I made that up low-key. It's like looking homeless but still looking presentable. Like you look homeless but you also look like, damn, I like your style. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just ready for layers. I'm ready for combat boots. I'm ready for bonfires. I'm ready for backyard fun. I'm ready for football. I'm ready for them to arrest the police officers that killed Breonna Taylor though. So today we are doing a much needed mask, and we are doing a Q&A. Like 2 months ago, I know I'm horrible, but 2 months ago I asked you guys to ask me some questions, especially since I've been MIA from YouTube, and you guys asked me questions. I saved them, I screenshotted them, I just never did the video. So I decided to take this time while I'm chilling, relaxing, drinking my wine, smoking my hookah, to do this video for you guys. And so if you're 21 and older, you already know what to do. You know to go get your drink, your Hennessy, your tequila, your wine, your beer, your tea, your coffee, whatever floats your boat. If you're a smoker, go green. Literally, go get your green. And now that you're back, I want to give a cheers. And what are we cheering to today? I want to cheers to my launch that I had yesterday. I just launched my rose water, girl. Like, I had no expectations, but when I say the results of my launch was beyond any expectation, it was, and I am so grateful. So cheers to me. Cheers to see my business constantly flourishing and just getting busier and busier. I wish every day can be like yesterday. Like, literally, if every day was like yesterday when it come down to sales of like what I made in just like an hour, I would be a happy woman. Okay, I'll be okay. I would be content. I don't need much. Okay, I don't need much but a little bit. So anyway, cheers you guys. Cheers. And cheers to everybody that went to my shop and purchased my rose water, my oils, my lip gloss. And I just love y'all and adore y'all. Okay, so somebody said, what size gauges do I have? As you guys know, I do have gauges in my ear. Actually been keeping my gauges out the last 2 weeks, not purposely, but I had took them out to clean them, and I guess I just got so comfortable with them being out that I just never put my gauges back in for like 2 weeks. And 2 weeks alone had my ears shrinking back down. So before I did that, I was 11/16, and that is my goal. 18 mm is my goal. That's where I was gonna stop. That's where I reached. And then I took my gauges out and they shrunk. So I might have to not start over, but I have to go down maybe like 2 sizes, 2 to 3 sizes I have to go down. Yes, that's how much it shrunk. I gotta go down like 2 to 3 sizes and kind of like re-stretch it. But my goal is to be 11/16 and stay there. Someone said, how many locks do you have and how long have you had them? I have 84 locks. And I've had them since November of 2017. I started wearing my locks out in 2019. So I've only been wearing my locks out for real a year, but I've had my locks since November of 2017. What motivates you to keep going when you feel like giving up? Weirdly, this may sound a little weird, but me and Amber, we want children. Okay, we do want children. Even if we can have one, that's amazing, because we're getting up there in age. So we do want children. So for me, what keeps me going, what keeps me not giving up is my future children. Knowing that I have to set a foundation now so that my children can have an amazing life, and so that I can have an amazing life with them. So children that I don't even have yet. And also my future self, making sure that I'm good all the way around. I want to be heavily in my children's life. So in order to do that, I'm building this foundation now. Me and Amber are building these foundations now, so that when we do have children, you know, a lot of things are just set. So overall, what keeps me from not giving up is my future children that I don't have yet, and making sure they have an amazing, fun, fruitful life, and my future self and my future wants. And I know I don't want to work for nobody, and I know that I want to be heavily involved in my children's life, and I want to be able to control my day-to-day activities. So yeah, my future kids and my future self is what keeps me from not giving up. Somebody said this may be inappropriate right now, but are you taken, sweetheart? Yes, I am. And I think that is the weirdest thing, because it's like, don't get me wrong, I'm not one of those people, as you guys know, like Amber is not always in my camera. When you see Amber, you see Amber, you know what I'm saying? It's very, very evident, especially on my Instagram, that I have a whole girlfriend, okay? You may not see Amber all the time or every day, but it's very evident that I'm taken, okay? Whether I'm recording my girlfriend's food and I use the term girlfriend, or I use the term babe in the caption, when me and Amber go out to patios to eat and I put her name in a heart, I mean, like, it's just so many context clues that lets you know that I'm taken. And it's just like, I don't know, I get this a lot, and I'm just like, but you follow me, like, you see my stories all the time, and I see that you see my stories, yet you still ask this question, like, do you think Amber is my sister? Like, I don't know. And dudes do that a lot, you know? They don't even acknowledge that shit. Even if a dude know you're with a woman, some dudes don't acknowledge that as in a relationship, you know? They don't acknowledge that as a relationship sometimes, or they mind just kind of like skip past it, or don't gather that together, you know? Like, they don't, I don't know. But yes, I'm happily taken. Tips for those working on building a brand. I want to do a video separately about this, about building a brand. I told you guys I want to start doing like Be A More diaries, and I will. I was on live the other day and somebody was saying like, oh my god, like, you should do more videos for entrepreneurs, and I'm like, sis, I'm already on that for you guys. And you know, I want to cover stuff from, you know, your creative space and showing my creative space, my morning work routine and my night work routine. It's just so many topics and random videos that will be coming to you for all of my entrepreneurs out there, or, you know, people that's thinking about being entrepreneurs, or just, you know, need some motivation. Someone said, how do you get over a broken heart? Before I answer this question, I want to make sure I am fully saturated. I didn't bring no mirror out here, so I can't really see as good as I want to see, but I think I got the job done for the most part. Okay, so someone said, how do you get over a broken heart? Well, sweetheart, for me, and I didn't always do this, but after my last relationship, this is what I did, and this is what I realized worked for me. Before my last relationship, I've always been in relationships. Like, I can't even remember when I was single. Like, I've always just been a relationship person. I was never the type of person to date multiple people. You know, I was a little love bug. You know what I'm saying? I was a little love bug. I've always been that girl that's been in her own little world. So when I found my person, it was like me and my person, and we were just in our own little world, right? After my last relationship, it was so toxic and so intense, and, you know, just so much that once we end up breaking up, and when we broke up again, intense, toxic, so much. I end up literally taking a break for 2 years. Like, I had no interest in dating. I had no interest in even socializing with people, really. After that breakup, I went on a journey of just getting closer to myself, getting more absorbed in my solitude, getting more absorbed in the things that I enjoyed, the things I liked about myself. I wanted to get back to just taking care of myself, because in my last relationship I was taking care of me and that person. So like, I wanted to just figure out how to take care of not figure out how to take care of myself, because I could have, obviously, if I'm taking care of another person, but just take care of myself and not have to worry and wonder and get to know nobody else. Like, I was exhausted, sis. I was fucking exhausted. And I think once you get to a point where you're just exhausted and you literally have no desire to date, no desire to be in nobody's face on that level, girl, you really will kind of distance yourself from the idea of a relationship. So that's what I did. I spent 2 years of just getting to know myself better, getting closer to myself, getting closer to the things that I enjoyed. If you have good friendships or you're close with your family, spend a lot of time with your family, spend more time with your friends, make those bonds a little bit more stronger, because sometimes we always think that we just have to be with somebody, but we don't nourish a lot of the other relationships that we do have. And these are relationships that when you're not in a relationship, that's going to be there. So the best thing I can actually say is just take time, you know. Of course, the fun way is getting under somebody new, but that doesn't mend a broken heart. That doesn't heal pain from your previous situation. So I know it's like, ugh, that's a fucking bore, but really, like, take time to yourself. Do not be codependent on having someone. Know that you can be by yourself and you can be by yourself. You feel me? And when you know you can do that, when you know, like, listen, I can be by myself and be fine, that confidence hit different. That need for a relationship hits different. Even that want for a relationship hits different. And then when you take that time to yourself, when you do get in another relationship, one, you're actually healed, and two, you know yourself more to know your worth and know what you want and know what you want to stand for and knowing your boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Girl, don't get me started. Somebody said, what differences between you and your significant other, aka Amber, do you appreciate the most? And I thought that was a good question, because I always say how, like, me and Amber are like yin and yang, right? And I thoroughly believe that. And I don't say that necessarily in a cliche way, because I know it sounds very cliche, but I say that in a way of, we're literally like yin and yang. Like, we have similarities within ourselves, but we have so many differences, but in a good way. Like, our differences balance each other out. Where I lack, she picks up and she's strong in. Where she lacks, I pick up and I'm strong in. And those differences really make our relationship mesh and like come as one. And that's like the dopest thing you can ask for. Someone said, would you ever want your products offered in stores, or are you comfortable with Etsy? Love that question, sis. Love it. Of course, that is definitely one of my goals, to have my products in stores, whether that's a local beauty supply store, whether that's your Targets, whether that's your Walmarts, your Walgreens, your CVS, okay, somebody's store. I already have my products in people's nail salons and barber shops and hair salons, but to have it in a store is definitely one of my goals. When it comes down to my business, I have a lot of personal goals, and what I mean by personal goals is just that they're my goals that I have for myself, that I want to accomplish, that I'm going to be happy when I accomplish, versus making my goals based off what other people are doing. You know what I'm saying? So obviously having my products in a store would be amazing, a blessing, and just another level up to my business. Right now I am comfortable with Etsy. It's what I started out with. I have no problems with Etsy. I know how to use Etsy. I know how to work around Etsy. I can do everything on Etsy without going outside of the app to do what I need to do, from listing my products all the way down to shipping. So right now I do love Etsy, and my girlfriend, she's a jack of all trades, and you know, she does websites and stuff like that. So if I did want a website, I have my girlfriend who would definitely, without a doubt, put a website together for me. But right now, at this moment, if it's not broke, don't fix it. So I will continue to be on Etsy, but I can still be on Etsy and still have my stuff in stores, you know what I'm saying? So I can do both until now. So of course, girl, maybe one day you see my stuff in Target, sis. Somebody said, do you think that you will have children? If so, what would their name be? And of course, I would love to have children, and I think we will at least have one child. And if I can adopt, I would definitely adopt. I kind of feel selfish because this world is so crazy that I almost don't even want to bring a child into this world. And I'm sure a lot of people can feel how I feel, because I mean, just look at the state of our world right now. But yes, I want a child. And if I had to name my child, I'm not gonna tell you what the name gonna be. Y'all see her. Okay, someone said, would you ever leave Chicago? If so, where would you go? At first I thought I would never leave Chicago. I mean, my mom's here, my dad is here, my brother is here. As you guys know, me and my mom is very close. Before COVID came, you know, me and my mom would kick it all the time, go out to eat and get drinks. Like, my mom is like my best friend. That's my home girl. So I never thought I would leave Chicago, just based off her and being close to her and just wanting to be in the same space. And then my brother, he's autistic. So you know, you just kind of want to be close just in case anything happened, blah blah blah. But if I did move anywhere, I would probably move to California. And that sounds so weird because I never thought in a million years I would say that, but ever since being with my girlfriend and her being from California and having tons of family in California, I just look at California in a whole different light. Every time we visit, it's just a whole different vibe. So much family out there that considers me a part of their family that I adore. So if I was to move anywhere, it would be Cali, only because I feel like I also would have an extension of family there as well, and also a lot of cousins that's in our age group. That's one thing I don't have with my family. Like, I was like the oldest cousin, and then the oldest cousin after me is like 6-7 years older than me. So and then the cousin after me is probably like 5-6 years younger than me. So it would just be cool to kind of be in California but with family, but not LA, not nowhere busy. Like, I would love to live in like the Bay Area, which Amber lives in the Bay Area. Her family lives in South Central, Watts, you know what I'm saying? So like, it would just be cool to live there, somewhere that's more laid back, chill. San Francisco, the Bay Area, something like that. I would love to move there. Back in the day, you couldn't tell me I wasn't gonna move to Seattle. Like, when I was younger, I always wanted to live in Seattle because it rained so much, and I love rain. So yeah, Amber's not going. Did you have a coming out story? How did your loved ones react? No, I did not have a coming out story, girl. I did not know I was in the closet. I had no idea. You cannot tell me in a million years that when I first started dating women that I would start dating women. I've always had boyfriends, and then when I became like 22, that's when I had my first girlfriend, and then that's where, you know, women came into my life. But you could have never told me before I was 22 that I would be with a woman. I never looked at women that way. I never questioned my sexuality. But at the same time, I guess I am a very like open-minded, non-judgmental, go with the flow type of person. And every woman that I've been with, it wasn't based off necessarily physical attraction like that. I mean, it was, but not off that. It was more because I like their personality. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I fuck with you, like I vibe with you. And I don't know what it is, but it is what it is, you know. How did my loved ones react? Thankfully, they didn't react no way. Nobody questioned me. Nobody turned their lip up and their nose up. Like, people, it was just like, it was natural. Like, it was just like, okay, you got a girlfriend now. Like, it was never nothing crazy. Like, my dad, I don't know how my dad was reacting, because my dad never met none of my girlfriends before besides Amber. Like, Amber is the only girlfriend that he acknowledges, the only one name he knows, the only one he likes, and I mean loves Amber, adores Amber. So yeah, all my family was cool with it. Like, everybody loves Amber. She's a part of the family. But wop the bam. So no coming out story. I'm sorry. I wish I could make it juicy. I wish I could have made it like something thrilling, but really no. And the type of person I am, I don't care what people think when it comes down to my life. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Okay. Somebody said, where do you see yourself in 5 years? Hopefully just working for myself, you know, like actually not having to work for anybody. And I'm doing it now, but like legit can pay all of my bills with working for myself and still have a good time and still be comfortable and still save. And I hope to be very settled and secure in my space when it comes down to my business. I hope that it just flows for itself after a while. Hopefully I'm married. Well, I know I'm gonna be married, but you know, I'll be married with a child. I'll own a home. I'll be living my best life, you know. That's why I see myself. Nothing extra, nothing crazy. I'll just be married. I'll have a child. I'll own a home. My business will be flourishing and secured. I'll be traveling and I'll continue to eat good, drink some good wines, and just live my best life so I can't breathe no more. Somebody said, where have you been? Girl, working, in here, chilling, creating. That's where I've been.
Quarantine.
Somebody said, how is working since COVID? I haven't been working since COVID. As you guys know, I am a bartender. That industry was one of the first industries that went out of, I guess, business when this whole pandemic thing started. So of course I haven't been working since what, March 13th. We have reopened, but very, very limited people. It's a sports place where people actually play sports, a lot of contact. So it's very limited to people that can be inside. It's summertime, it's slow, so I haven't been back to work since March. So yeah, for some of us this pandemic is still real. I know for some of you guys this, you know, a lot of y'all have gotten back to work, things seem back to normal, but for some of us we're still waiting, like what's next. But my business has really been a blessing because it's kept me busy, and it's kept me so busy that I have no time to think about what's next or stress about money or anything like that. Okay, and the last question, the most easiest question. How old are you and what's your zodiac sign? I'm 32 years old and I am an Aquarius. I am an Aquarius, February 13th, 1988. Full-blown Aquarius. And that's all the questions. My facial is almost dry. As you can see, that space where I was piling on the fucking mask isn't dry. Clearly I was ODing. But yeah, this was fun to do this with you guys. Oh y'all, before I fucking go, and I know this is probably a very lengthy video, but you guys never know with me. This can be the last video for the next month. Who knows? Not saying it is. I'm gonna try not to do that. But what I'm saying is, it'll hold you over just in case. I hope I answer all you guys' questions. Let me know if there's anything else you guys want to know, anything you guys want me to do a video about. I think I said this before, but I do want to do a like ask Bree, like give me something, a situation you're going through, and you know, I just give my advice to you about it. It can be anonymous. You can message me on my DM on Instagram. You can message me on here. You can email me, whatever you want to do. And maybe we can just do like a wine and advice with Bree or some shit like that. So if you're interested, send me something. Send me a DM, a message, and let me know what you need advice on. I love you guys oh so much. Y'all the bomb.com. And I will see y'all when I see y'all. Until next time, I love y'all so much. Bye.